Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Welcome back for more Patapon. Last time, we took care of the Parabola of Hope, and this time, and saved Maiden, because she got captured, which was the mission from Patapon 1, only made easier, because the first game actually does it in the beginning of the game. You can imagine how that must feel like. This time, well, first of all, we can redo the Parabola of Hope if we want. Great Yuki, the Zugaton General is not with us this time. Kate Sakoshi Gate using only the catapult? This is Maiden's challenge. How do you respond? So yeah, you could do this mission again if you like. I don't know if it's recommended much because it is... I don't know how it goes well for drops with equipment, or I don't know how it really works well with, you know. It is possible to do again. It's not like a super hard thing that, you know, because the Zigatons aren't there. Just keep in mind that the catapult is going to be much more vulnerable. You're just going to have to keep on with the range a lot more because that's going to hurt you the most, and, you know, just do what you normally do. It'll just take probably a little longer. But anyway, this time, we're going to take on an optional boss we can do right now. We could go into the Underworld's newest weapon, which both are a boss. And the one that we're going to fight next with the Underworld is actually very important for some of the units we have yet to upgrade right now. But this one is more important, and you're about to see why. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this team. I feel like this team might be the... not the best, but certainly not the worst. Let's get rid of you, upgrade you to the max, and then bring you back in. There we go. Alright. Get ready for a lot of fails. We have a gravestone. It's been a long time since we've seen one of those. Oh, great Patapon, can you hear me? It's time to learn a new song, the Don Chaka Ballad of 1999. What? It helps you recover from fire and sleep attacks. Or, as it's more commonly called, the party command. Perfect, you learned a new song and one of the last. Let's keep moving on. We'll protect your legacy. It's time to the time has come to challenge. Well, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I don't know the pronunciation, but more importantly, this giant enemy crab. And it looks as mean as it can. This guy is one of the toughest fights, at least for me. And you're going to have to use this new song to fight him because it is very important. So, first he's going to do this little attack here. You want to party because that causes sleep at the party. Then you want to run away immediately. This is the first time a boss is making us do two commands at once, or and in a chain, I guess, to avoid an attack. If you do not party, it will cause your troops to sleep and avoid running away. Just keep on with the party so they stay awake and don't fall asleep from side effect, and then get the hell out. This attack right here is a bubble trap attack. Patapons will get stuck in the bubble and instantly die. There's no way to survive that as long as I know, unless there's a way with archers to pop it. But then again, I might be thinking like Pikmin. Anyway. Ooh, God. Oh, shoot, we have Freeze. Freeze is kind of bad here because, as you saw, he was about to do an attack with that. That's the... I don't know if you can defend against that. I'm going to try, but it might wipe out the party because this guy's attack is extremely strong. Basically, what the point of this boss is to, you know, he's going to commit status effects, and you have to just try to, you know, clean them out with party, and then run away immediately as you can because his attacks go, they hit hard. Alright, we're good. Alright. while in this fight, we can show off the Patapons here, especially with the hero variant. This, the Patapon variant is actually kind of boring. It is a remake of the spear. I mean, sure, it's in the air, which is great, but it's not really that special. I don't know if there's a mechanic like, oh, maybe it does more damage or something. I don't really know. Chaka. And one last thing I want to go over is how the final command of this, Patapon Don Chaka. If you realize this, sure, you have the Patapon in the beginning, which is, you know, the entire name of the game, but here's another thing you might not know because you're not Japanese. Probably something like that. Some artwork has the title, instead of being just Patapon 2, the title's instead Patapon Don Chaka, showing that this is a sequel to the game with more commands. And Party uses those together. It's kind of cool, huh? Patapon Don Chaka is technically the name of this game because it includes more of the secondary commands. And that's what Party is. I didn't get to finish that, but whatever. Either way, he's down. Oh, goodness. Okay, that might have been a lot faster than you probably think, but keep in mind, I had a hero, and he had good troops, he had a lot of good damage. I didn't even have a cake on. If you're frozen or put to sleep, don't just sit around waiting for death. Chant along to Don Chaka, the Ballad of 1999. I still don't know. I just call it Party. And bringing life back into the troops. As long as you're partying to the sweet beats of Don Chaka, nothing will freeze or sleep you. Or set on fire, which they don't say.
Papaya.
But as you probably noticed, even more so, this is how we get the juice. I don't know how I was going to finish that sentence. This is how we get the juice. I said it again. This is how we get juices. So yeah, this is a good way to, if you want to finally have a good way to earn juice. You don't have to play the minigame anymore. You don't even have to go hunting anymore. You can just simply fight this boss. And you know what? I'll do it again just for the sake of it, because we do need some juice. Ooh. I think he hasn't even finished an attack, and now I think about it. That was a grab attack. He would kill a Pokemon. He would kill a Patapon immediately if he got you in a grab. Well, not immediately. If you can somehow stun him before that time, you could probably save him, but... Oh! He was about to do a swipe right there at the very end. That would have hurt. Could have probably used the fan, but no. Maybe I should. Oh, Jesus! Well, I misread what attack that was. Yeah, sometimes just to mess with you. Kind of just fucking attacks like normal. So, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I have to pay attention with attacks now that he's actually not doing the first one first. So, okay, when he moves those claws, you want to party. When he does that, I think that's an obvious attack to understand. But the other one is when he pinches his claws individually. I think that one is definitely when you have to run away immediately, and you have to pay attention. First fight wasn't that bad. Sequence fights, they become a lot harder immediately. Got a rare horn and a rare bow. This was a good mission. Still lost some good chunk of HP and all the flying units, Patapons. Which, by the way, Tori is just bird in Japanese. A lot of the Patapon ships is just the names in Japanese, translated kind of literally. Kind of funny, but I kind of like this, it being its own word instead of it being translated and being kind of dumb. Yeah. Well, either way, with that being said, what am I forgetting? Of course, So the alloys are needed for the Patapons, but the ones that need the juice, I do believe, are not the Mahopons at all, right? Oh no, it is the Mahopons. It is Mahopons and the Megapons, indeed. No, I was wrong again. That's wood and vegetables. It is Mahopons. I pressed B by accident, or circle, because it's a PlayStation controller. Totally not anything else. What should I make them do? I don't have any seeds right now. I wanted the mofo, but I guess I cannot have the mofo. I always don't know. I don't know why I always have the lines and to, you know, each 3 to 3 lines. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the 6. But with that being said, let's head out and see the Underworld's newest weapon. I don't know the name. I don't know why you looked at me, but okay. For this, I'm gonna select. Well, let's have you get back the Thunder Javelin. Yes, give me this. You will all be in ice. 145. Ooh, not bad at all. But not good enough. We're switching back to bow. Do we have Great Thunderbolt? Ooh, we do. Oh, 300 crit stun ratio. Ooh, I'm so happy with this. Alright then, let us head out! With the maiden back, and finally with all the songs together, I present to you the pure, unfiltered song of one of my favorite songs in the game. So this boss, this giant fortress of a boss, is kind of a pushover. I know, kind of anticlimactic from the giant crab enemy we fought earlier, but really, this boss isn't that bad. Just avoid when he has cannons firing, when he swings his little chain ball like this. Just run away. Nothing too bad. It's a pretty simple boss, all things considered. You don't have to do anything special for it. And I don't know what is it with this boss specifically, but toppling it is really easy, at least for later when he has very little HP. I'm gonna do this cannonball attack again. Oh no, he's not. Alright. The one thing I think this boss does do that's kind of special at this point is that he can attack the Toripons up in the air with one attack. I forget which attack though. And the fact that we're stunning him so much, I don't think we're gonna get to see it. But, you know, it's what counts, you know. Ooh, what's this attack? Ooh, bomb? Yeah, he just plants a bomb. You can jump over it or you can run away. Both work. All good stuff there. Let's see. What else can I talk about that's really interesting? Because I knew there was something really, curious. Oh yeah, Toripons. Big old jerks to a lot of these bosses. Because they're flying troops. Oh, there it comes where he swings his mace. And we're not gonna get to see it. If you want an easy time fighting some of these bosses, Toripons are probably the best. Because they don't... Some bosses don't attack the sky. I forgot which ones exactly you could say you can beat with just Toripons without dodging. I'm pretty sure almost every single boss does have an aerial attack in the end at least though. For example, like that spider creature has a slam attack that slams the ground. I'm pretty sure that hits the air troops. Pretty sure Dondanga can... he's running away. Pretty sure the dragon can attack the sky if he does a headbutt attack. But I'm sure there's like a boss or two that you can do mostly with just Toripons alone and not get hit, you know. They're really interesting troops, and I'm just sad that they're not... They apparently are in the present of art in the first game, but they're not in the game. Probably unfinished or cut at the last second to not make it work, and they're put into this game. And spoilers for future, but they're not in Patapon 3. They were just cut, and I would love to go into the reasons why they were cut. Unfortunately, though, we're not playing that game. We're playing Patapon 2 right now, and I don't want to think about 3 right now. No one should think about 3. Anyway, here comes toppling. You got a lot of good alloys. These alloys would be a BI each to freaking find normally with crab enemies, you know. Oh, finally a normal one. You never know when you need the actual basic level items, but hey, you know, it happens. Just so you know, you can also jump over the bomb too. I don't know if you can do that with the cannons, because I do believe on the way down you can get hit. I'm pretty sure there was an attack that, yeah, because you can see it hits at an angle. Also, I'm really happy to just freaking show off my the actual soundtrack, you know, the actual soundtrack, uncut and everything. I haven't done that much, I know. I've only done that once to show off the music. But that's mainly because, yeah, the OST does play all the song commands, and I don't want to spoil it, so that's why I held back and use it all the time, except for that one time. And now I can actually show off all the music if I need be. I don't think I should show all of them because, you know, you can listen to them in your own time, on YouTube or some other platform you can find music in. Don't ask for me, you know. Don't run to me. But yeah, that was one of my favorite tracks in the game. Ooh, that is a rare alloy. See what I mean about it being toppled easy? But that being said, look at our beautiful loot. I have to fight these a few more times to see if there's any secret items or, you know, maps or anything that could lead to an optional boss on down on the line. But for now, that is it. Cute. Just its fucking cannon. Yeah, Yuki, we finally reached our country of the country of our ancestors. But as you can see, it's nothing but ruins. Looks like our ancestors all died out. But I have a feeling someone is here, hidden, waiting for our arrival. I wonder if it's someone with a connection to Paul? I have this feeling.
Papaya.
Please lead us to Earthen. I wish we had some way of restoring Paul's memory.
Papaya.
Well, we're very close. We have made it to the Patapon ancient civilization. We're right there, man! Next time, however, And as a side note, there's something I wanted to bring on when we had the Toripons on for the first time, but I think now is a better time to show it, since we are, you know, I did show off the Hero Toripon a lot more. So first off, I never knew you could do this. Oh, no, I don't want to go in here. If you go into your altar, and you press square, you can look at all the tips. We have 90% completion rate for all the tips. We're reaching for 100%, my man. You can turn the page, you can load more in. There's one specific one I'm looking for, though. You can see the ones we're missing. This one right here, I don't know if I brought it up. Patapons like to stay clean, so they'll run away from the smelly game. If they pass under an enemy bird, the bird might drop juice on them, which will make any Patapon very upset. Make sure to clear them. For the longest time, I never knew what this meant, and I thought this was an actual main mechanic of the game, but that has never happened. I've never seen this happen, nor know why this card was made. It wasn't until I realized what it meant with the whole weather thing earlier, with the whole fourth wall breaking thing. This, and this is going to be hilarious, is an in-game universe way to tell you, the player, that troops cannot go under birds, because the way the game is coded is that the troops cannot go past enemy line. But since the birds are flying, but they still count as an enemy line, the Patapon cannot go past it, and they needed an explanation on why that is, so they made this card. Which I find kinda hilarious. It's one of those things that is made specifically just to explain an in-universe thing that is meant to be a game mechanic or a game issue to address the player and not feel like a fourth wall breaking thing. Which is really cool because at the same time, I've dealt with so many games that just break the fourth wall and just making fun of the fact that like, oh, there's a loading screen here, there's a bug error there, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like this is like the first game I felt that really tried hard to make sense of the game mechanics they're dealing with in the universe, you know? Which is commendable. Well, with that being said, next time on Patapon, I'll take care of the other bosses right away, upgrade some of our troops to higher rarer pawns, and see if they had any secrets lying about. Because I see a castle there, and I know there's something hidden in there. So, until next time, I'll see you guys then.